Dear Diary, April 4th, 2017. I actually started filming this video and I had to stop 3 times because I was being so rudely interrupted that I totally lost my train of thought, so I'm just starting over. I'm back to sitting on the floor. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I like the plain background so I can pop up, you know, little things a little bit easier. So this past couple weeks have just been really weird. I mean, I've been really busy and I kind of changed my upload schedule a little bit, and there's just a lot of things going on. Changes at my job, this changes with me, and also another thing that happened is that this guy that I met him on Tinder. Yes, I know. There are some freaky deakies on Tinder, don't get me wrong, but there are some really nice ones. Well, this was one of the really nice ones. But he accepted a job out of the country. So I kind of figured this isn't, you know, whatever. Well, he's back in America. Not for very long, but he started texting me again. Which, it made me really happy because I realized I did miss him after he left, which is sad. You don't know what you got till it's gone. I don't know, we've been talking, but it made me happy. The other thing is there's this other dude that I thought it was over because we just hadn't talked for a really long time, and then I started talking to him again, mostly because I yelled at him through Snapchat. Oh my god. So, I don't know how I feel about that. Dating is difficult. It looks so fun and easy on rom-coms and stuff. No, sometimes it's cool and it can be fun, but the majority of it's really just a big pain in my ass. Maybe it's just me because I'm lazy, but you know, it's you really have to get this BS out of your head that's been ingrained in you since childbirth, that there's a nice boy, there's a nice girl, they meet each other, they fall in love, and then 9 months later a baby drops out. Doesn't really work like that. And I went to this group painting thing with some old classmates of mine last weekend, and they're all talking about they're all married and have kids, and oh damn it, I am a hot mess. I was so excited to actually be proper and film a proper Dear Diary, and then I haven't charged my ring light, so it died. Anyway, let's continue. So I go to this painting thing with my friends. Like I said, they have kids, blah 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 blah, and they're talking about taking their kids to soccer practice and fundraising events and bake sales and stuff, and I'm just, you know, and I was the single friend. I'm the friend in the movie, the single friend, and part of me was oh, you know, okay, I kind of wish I had a little one to be taken to soccer practice or volleyball practice or whatever. But then the other half of me was oh, thank God that I don't do these things. Don't get me wrong, I love kids. I do love kids, and I do believe that I want to have one, if not adopt one, because you know, I'm no spring chicken, and my ovaries are slowly drying up. So, and I ain't got no man, so you kind of need a man to give you the seeds to make the baby. So I don't have one of those, so the baby's not coming anytime soon, but it's all good. You know, adoption is an option. I know adoption can be extremely difficult, but at the same time, I'm in no place right now to have a baby. I know that relationships do take work, but I just have this feeling that not necessarily love at first sight, but somebody should give you the inner tickles.
Have you ever been tickled on the inside? I'm lonely. Are you lonely?
Does that make sense? Tickle. Okay, let's just say my friends, just pure friendships. The friends that I have, and any ones that I excuse me, A lot of my friends are friends because we've been friends since we were like elementary school, middle school, but I do have some new friends that I made in like my adult life. And it was just like a feeling. It was just the feeling of, you're my friend now. You're my best friend. You're my friend. I just knew, I just knew that they were my friends. And it was just something on the inside. And I feel like the person that I would fall in love with, it would be the same thing. Like, I know, like I said, relationships take work, but I feel like to get into it should kind of just be like a dovetail into it, you know what I mean? Like, it should just be easy, and I want to do the work because that feeling's there, and it's worth keeping it around, so it's worth putting in the work. Does that make sense? It probably doesn't, because I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not like, I don't ever see myself really getting married, and I'm not hating on married people. Some people get married and they're like truly in love and they stay married for decades, and I've also seen a lot where it seems like when people get married, one or both parties kind of stop trying. There's like something does change. Like when you're dating and stuff, maybe because it's not permanent, even though you love them and you want to spend the rest of your life with them, it's just, I guess maybe there's that uncertainty of the future, and so you guys work at it. But then when you're married, I don't know if you just get too comfortable with each other, but then it goes like that for a while, and then bad things happen. And I've seen some really bad things happen in some of my friends' relationships that were and are married, and it's just not something that I want to do. This happens sometimes. Let me just put this out here. I go through phases where like I'm good, like I'm chill by myself, I'm not even thinking about it. And then I'll go through phases where like I'm like, oh, I would like to do something with somebody. I would like to share something with someone, like a significant other, more than just like my friends. That's why I was thinking like maybe this long distance relationship thing with this dude might work out, because when he comes in the country, he's only in the country for like 1 or 2 months, and then he has to go back for like 3 months, 3 to 4 months. So maybe it'll be like good, because then like I can get all like my loving and stuff in when he's here, and then when he has to go back, to a different country, I'm by myself again. But not really by myself, because he'll be my boyfriend, but then I know eventually he'll come back. Maybe like maybe I am a long distance relationship person. Like maybe that will work for me, because I feel like sometimes I want to be chased, I want, swept off my feet and stuff, but then sometimes I start to feel confined and restricted, and when I start to feel that way, I freak out. And partly maybe because I'm a Sagittarius, and my biggest fear is being trapped, and that's being trapped in a mine shaft, trapped on a sinking boat, and trapped in a relationship. Can't cage this bird. Can't cage this bird. Saying. Anyway. I've just been rambling about nothing, and I really wanted this to be a good Dear Diary video, so I'm gonna end it before I lose all my subscribers.